Today we're going to talk about subway extensions New York City should probably build. This is a follow-up on my previous video about New York subway extensions. Um, these are the ones that I think some may be needed, some we should probably review it before we decide if we build it. Yeah. And the first one is a one train extension to Yonkers. And um, so it's pretty straightforward. It's going to start from the current terminus at 242nd Street and Courtland Park, and it's going to run along Broadway all the way out of the city limits to Yonkers. And it's going to, yeah, I think it's just going to go like here, and it's going to terminate at the train station. For the most part, I think it can run elevated. Um, there's no reason to bring it underground outside of Manhattan. Like this is like way out in the Bronx and almost into Westchester County. So I think elevated will work, and we can prove that modern technology is much better than before. Yeah, and maybe when we get to the downtown of Yonkers, we have to go underground, but or maybe not because there's not that much high buildings, and we can just build an elevator here too, which will just be like cost less. Like I mean now elevated technology is really different and it's not as loud as before. The problem with this one is it may take a long time to get to the city with this um one train extension. And I am more supportive of a integrated regional rail network, which is Metro North, Long Island Railroad, and New Jersey Transit. They combine to one integrated New York City metro area regional network, and the fare will be lower in a certain limit, and the frequency will be much higher than what we see now. So it's going to get like lower fares, semi subway frequencies like 10 minutes or even like 6 minutes during rush hour. I'm currently working on the plan. It's not ready yet. I'm going to publish it maybe like later this year. Okay, let's move on to the 6th train extension in the Bronx too. Okay, so there's two places I wanted to extend it. One is City Island and one is Co-op City. And for the Co-op City one, I have two alignments. But first we're gonna talk about the City Island one. So it's kind of a detour, but you know, unless you build a bridge here or you have to go up and then go back down. Another one is the to Co-op City, and there's two ways I think you can go. You can either just go along the Interstate 95 and somewhere here, or you can like turn onto this. I think it's Co-op City Boulevard and on the east side of it, and then run to here. And then potentially maybe we can extend it to here, Eastchester Dyer Avenue to meet the 5 train, because if it just ends here, it's just this distance, and maybe we should just connect it, right? And Co-op City is getting the Penn Station access, but like I said, if it's gonna be like just the current kind of way of operating commuter rail, maybe we should still extend the subway there. Okay, yeah. Um, if they go with my regional rail network plan and make it like a really low price in the city limits and like semi subway frequency, like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, like that, like consistent frequency. maybe we can just use the Metro North, but I think the subway extension will still be like if they don't do that, then maybe we can just extend the subway, right? But even with that, um, even if they do the regional rail network integration, the Penn Station access goes into here and then going to Penn Station, right? So, like if they want to go to Uptown, somewhere here, or in the Bronx, there's another choice to take the subway to these places. And this one we can also look at the satellite map. Mm, yeah, and I think this one can also be elevated. For it to go onto the 95, I think the station may have to move a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it has to like curve onto the Interstate 95, and yeah, it's gonna maybe has to go like I draw a little bit off. It has to go like here, and then it will just go onto the medium along the Interstate 95. Yeah, because like the station is like here, so it has to like curve a little bit. And from here, it can either go this way or this way. Um, we have to do more review to see which way is better. Yeah. And next one, we already see it now. Okay, free train extension to Gateway Center Mall. And I think this one was in the 20 years need assessment proposed by the MTA. So this is going to be a really short one. I think this one is really just we can just build it really quickly because a section of it is actually in the Livonia yard. So it's going to go through the yard and here maybe it has to go underground a little bit and it has to curve onto a road, right? Because like here is the yard tracks. Yeah, it has to like go underground to go through here and go maybe come back above ground and then end here at the Gateway Center Mall. Which the reason I draw it like this is because like this place is just a big parking lot. You see, so um, it's gonna have to take some of the space from the parking lot, which people will get upset, but I think it's gonna be good because look, it's just a big parking lot, and I've talked about this before. Like malls, a big parking lot, and like the parking lot is bigger than the mall itself, right? So maybe the station will just be placed here, elevated. Next is a L train extension, and you may be asking, how can we extend the L? And this is something I've also been thinking about how to extend it because um, if you've been to Rockaway Parkway Station, you know like the station is kind of unable to be extended from. But that was a really hard part for me to figure out how to extend the line. So it's here, right? Like the station is here. There's no way to extend it unless you go underground or rebuild the station or something, right? So it's really hard to extend the line from like here. So what I decided to do is extend it from here, which is before the East 105th Street station. Now, um, a replace station will be here for the East 105th Street station for people using this one, which is just one block east. And I think that will be okay for them. Hopefully, they will be satisfied. And there's a few ways that I can go, like such as Canarsie Pier or Gateway Center Mall. And for Canarsie Pier, it can go like this, it can go like this, or it can go like this, right? And if it goes here, you can have a replacement station for the Rockaway Parkway station, right? Like this part will be preserved for the yard, will be kept to access the yard, but the line for passengers has to be reconfigured. Okay, yeah, that's to Canarsie Pier, and the other one is to go to Gateway Center Mall and meet up with the free train, maybe make a cross-platform transfer or something. And yeah, because unless you rebuild this station, yeah, because you can just go directly here. If this station was like, yeah, we have to rebuild this station or do something with it. So like we can just go like here, so it does not have to go like this, right? Because this is like this, and this is like straight onto the existing line, right? So for now, we're just gonna go to do like this because I don't think the MTA will rebuild it. I think it was like rebuilt not long ago, so I don't think it will be rebuilt again. So that's the L train extension in Brooklyn to Canarsie Pier, Gateway Center Mall. And so the next one is an A train extension. Also, this one is in Queens, right? In Queens, yeah. So it's going to start from the current terminal, which is Lefferts Boulevard, and it's going to go along here. It's going to go along Liberty Avenue, and it's going to either go this way to Jamaica train station. It's going to go along Sutton Boulevard, maybe end here, or it can go south to South Jamaica, right? Because this whole area is a transit desert. But if it goes this way, it will miss this Jamaica transit hub, which is a really important transit hub, and it will just miss it. Like, so I kind of think like for South Jamaica, we can think of another line that can serve it instead of this extension. Yeah, so I think I'm more supportive of going north and ending in the Jamaica area. I think that will work better. So this is an A train extension, and we have covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are in this last one, and yeah, I've already see the title. So it's a Franklin Avenue shuttle extension. First of all, the entire shuttle line will have to be double tracked. So there's a section, I think, around here that's single track. We have to double track that. And the Franklin Avenue station here has to be moved underground. So they have to rebuild the entire thing to move it underground so we can just go to here. I know some people wanted to go on to the G train like here, but I actually have some other plans for this shuttle line, and I'm gonna put it like here because the reason I do that, I'm not gonna say in this video, but it will be coming. I actually want to extend the line further along here and on both ends. So it's not going to be a shuttle line anymore. It's just going to be part of a future new subway line. We have covered all 6 of the extensions I wanted to cover today. So leave your comments, leave your thoughts, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video.